What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and here we are. We're about to probably ruin something, cause all kinds of hell, but what am I gonna do? You know, sometimes you have to modify things to make things the way you want things to be. So let's just jump right into this one. This is my current camera. It is a Sony a7R III. I was actually gonna upgrade to the a7R IV, but now I'm gonna wait and see the specs on the a7R V, and if I don't like that, I'm probably gonna get the A1, or keep this and pick up an A7S IV when that comes out. I don't know. Anyway, so this is my camera. It is my go-to for my still photography stuff that I shoot pictures of the cars or my kids, or, you know, just scenery or random stuff. I like to just take pictures sometimes of things. And it's not that I really needed this for, you know, accessories, to mount a ton of accessories. In total transparency, because I'm OCD weird, I bought this because it looks cool, and I figured it was going to give me some easier places to hold it. And if I did, God forbid, ever bump it or drop it, it would be more protection for the actual camera. So kind of got it as a insurance policy of sorts. But I'm going to tell you right now, before I had this, I had something like this. And if you know what this is, this goes into the hot shoe or cold shoe, whatever the hell. I think it's a hot shoe, right? Because there's sensors in there. It goes in there, and what it does is it gives you a place to hold, a very comfortable place to hold for me. And then once I picked up this cage, that right here ended up being where you put your finger, and I just don't like this. I like it here. To me, this is a more comfortable position for me to hold my hand. This, not so much. So the issue I'm having is I can't run this because of this thumb piece here. It intersects, and it won't go in all the way. So it's just this little piece here. So I'm gonna remove the cage from the camera. I mean, you probably saw this. You can imagine what's about to happen. I'm just gonna cut off right here. And yeah, this way I still have this piece here to protect here, and I'll be able to still have my handhold right there. Yeah, I mean, I could technically just go right here, but I think taking off the least amount is probably the best. I was running this just because, you know, this was an option. This was an option just to keep, obviously, that area set and doing well. But we're gonna just cause all kinds of hell right now. If you are squeamish, please turn away immediately. So now that I'm manhandling everything and everything's all scummied up, let me just show you what I mean by this thing. This goes on, and it goes in nice here, and it just looks good. I like it. I feel like it's stable, and I just got a good grip. Like, I would hold this camera one-handed like that. So what we're gonna do is remove this here. We're just gonna what we're actually gonna do is get this camera completely away from the work area, because I know me. I need to know anything else. I know me, and I know what happens in my world, so I'm gonna try to avoid that. This is usually the way things go. Oh, I'm trying to think of how I wanna do this. Hopefully we don't get fully sent I mean, we're about to probably get fully sent. I don't know. Mama always said, when in doubt, just send it. That's what we're gonna do. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? What goes on? Okay, so what we got? If you can see, move away from the obnoxious amount of light. Anyway, this is what we got. I cut it off, and there's no rough edges. Smooth it very down nicely. So I'm hoping that with this little nub removed, and I grinded it down a little bit so that it's nice and set. We're gonna try to put this back on the camera and just see if that does the trick. Got the cage back on, everything's nice and secure and tight, and I want to show you. I'm gonna make another tweak in a second, but this is what it looks like. Again, like I said, I don't need that piece there. So this, hopefully, this is real time here, folks. Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do is take a either a paint pen or some kind of black marker just to black that out, but that feels so much better. And you know, I still have protection in this area for over here and the side of the camera on that part, and I've got a place to hold the camera. So now I can hold like this, or if I want to attach something to the side of this, I can hold, you know, any which way I want, and it just feels way more comfortable. Way more comfortable. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, you could have got another cage. I had this cage, and you know, I just felt like modding it, so I like this cage. I like the angles here, and you know, as I said, I think the plan, I'm not a professional photographer. What this camera gets used for, it's a 1,000,000% overkill for my skill and ability. But what's cool about this is I can reach these buttons, I can reach this, I still have access to all of my manual mode settings, and it's awesome. So I'm learning manual on this camera, and as I said, I may upgrade to the A7R5, I may get the A1. The other option I could do is what I was thinking, because like I said, this is very much overkill, and from my photographer buddies that I talk to, at some point, you know, when you get to such a high megapixel camera, it's never gonna be noticed a difference for me. You'd need like an 8K monitor and or big explosively blown up prints of the picture I'm taking, which neither of those occur. I'm not a professional, so I feel like $3,500 for a body. I'm invested in Sony now. I've got, you know, a couple pieces of glass that are up there in price. Not the best in the world, but they're up there. And there's a couple more that I'm gonna buy, a couple more G Masters. And I just enjoy it. I enjoy teaching myself, and I will be bringing that kind of content to this channel. That's one of the reasons this channel exists, is for the off-topic type stuff. So we are going to be diving into photography and talking about camera gear, but this is a mod. So let's black that piece out and then get this into the form that you're going to see it last. And then, like I said, eventually we're going to be talking about, you know, all kinds of equipment, you know, the tripods that I use. I try to store all my stuff, and I've been buying lots of organizational things, like a whole container here of tripods. I got videos, all these little boxes that I'm going to be organizing in, my low pro bags, my new camera bag. I got another new camera bag, so I'm going to be going over a lot of gear related stuff and just film. This channel is just going to be a fun channel to just toss stuff up. There's no expectations with this. It's just going to be more of an inside look onto other stuff, not car related, in my life. So, you know, there it is. Let's finish this up and then finish this video. So eventually I'm going to figure this lighting thing out. I think I have a mistake here. I can't film with this light on. This is just dog shit. This can't happen. This can't, like, I think it's just too much like that. I need more like that. So I'm gonna have to get like some kind of like studio light here like that, and maybe a second one to go like that. Maybe. Look at these freaking shadows. Hello? No, that's weird. All right, so this is what we got. This is the final product. As you can see, it made a huge difference. Let's hold this with a good hand here. Made a huge difference, it being black. It's nice. I put 2 little coats of nice permanent marker on there. If it does come off, which I don't think ever will happen because I won't ever touch that, then we'll just deal with that as the time comes. But as a small little thing, this came off. Obviously now there's not this silver piece, and there's also not this other ugly piece, and I get my little piece back here, and I can just save this for emergencies. It's always good to have little things like this. You never know. It's cheap enough to keep. There's no reason to return it. Why return it? Just keep it, right? Keep it. Anyway, if you are new to this channel, thank you so much for passing by. I would appreciate you subscribing. Trying to build it, trying to do some random stuff here. Again, this is going to be a way more laid back. I'm going to throw all kinds of weird, random everything. I'm going to be posting a video probably right before this explaining what my plans are with this channel. So you've either seen that or you haven't. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to figure this out. But thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed a little insight into some crazy, because there will be a lot of insight into a lot of crazy, because this is going to be strictly OCD, strictly me, not just like cars and other people's stuff and products, and it's going to be strictly me doing all kinds of crazy stuff. See you on the next one, guys.